Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. An update on Rachel Henry. We are reporting on the case the last couple of days that a mother has killed her 3 children, ages from 7 months to 3 years old, 2 girls and a boy. She had suffocated them. That is the cause of death. Autopsies are being done, but she suffocated them. There were other people in the home, but she made some excuse and took them in another room. Apparently, that's when she suffocated them. The oldest child was struggling, was pinching her and kicking her, and she also was singing a song while she did it. And she waited for them to go to sleep, and once she had suffocated them, she put them in the living room on the couch as though they were taking a nap. And apparently some person from the home realized that these kids were not napping, they were dead, and called the police. Called 911, and at first they thought it was a drowning, but it was not a drowning, it was a suffocation. As we know, guys, that enough of this mental health, but obviously she's got some mental health. She's out there in left field somewhere. Somebody should have known that this woman was not capable of being left alone with the children. She had Child Protective Services had taken her children away in Oklahoma before, but had returned the children back to a meth-addicted parent. And I don't know why this is happening time after time. Children are taken away and then put right back into the same environment. No changes. She moved to Arizona not long ago, and Arizona, didn't know anything about this Child Protective Services that were involved in her life. Now, she probably just took off and maybe still under the supervision of the social services, but she took off and they probably didn't know where she was. Sounds like they probably didn't know where she was, but they sure know where she is now and where those poor children are now. And why were the children taken away? Why were the children placed back into her care? Well, that'll be coming out soon, no doubt about it. But as you know, these cases, when it involves children and the social services, they get a bit complicated, and they seal their records until a court case comes to trial and stuff like that. So we might not hear for a little while. She is on $300 million bond, which she won't be getting out no time soon. And the percentage of that would be, they said, $300,000. Now, she is where she needs to be, away from drugs, and she will get help, and She won't be getting no more meth and drugs, unless they give her medication the legal way, but they will help her get off the addiction, that's for sure. When she was in court, to face the judge, of her charges, you couldn't understand hardly what she was saying, because she's still high off the drugs. And soon she'll realize what she's done, because her children are never coming back to her ever again. And no other child will be born by her, unless she's pregnant right now, but let's hope she's not. And if so, she will have that child taken away forever. So I don't think she's pregnant. I don't think so. But anyway, she's going to get help. But they're asking, why do parents kill their children? Why didn't she reach out for help? There's other people in the house. She wasn't on her own. And she did it in the presence of other people in the house, and they didn't know? Are all these people in this house high? They didn't know her history. They didn't know that she's not safe to be alone with these children. I don't know what the circumstances are, but reports. There are reports saying they were in the house, so I don't know what they were doing. 1 minute they were playing with her child, the next minute she takes the child into a different room and she kills it. She kills this little child. And then she does the same. But they were there and this was happening. I guess she was singing to the children, and I guess they must have thought she was singing to the children. But really she was muffling their screams or struggles. So guys, that's the sad news. That's the sad news, and that's the update. That's the update. She sang to them while she suffocated her 3 children. It gets a little bit more bizarre, doesn't it, guys? Well, we know in Arizona they could go for the death penalty. But I don't know if they're going to go for the death penalty in this case. Because, she confessed. She's on drugs. They're probably going to say she's mentally ill somewhere along the line. And maybe she is. Having 3 children so close together. But on this day she killed her children. She was not alone. She could have reached out. She could have got help. She should have screamed at him saying, take them, I can't cope right now. There's a lot of things she could have done that very moment. When she saw herself doing that to the first child, she could have just screamed out, but there's going to be a little bit more to this case. I'm just interested to find out, because this is educational purposes only for that part, because we have to find out why people do this at the moment they do it. They don't seem to care who's around. Like, they're just blah to it. It's not a quick fix. You can't just keep annihilating families. If you can't cope with your kids, don't take them back. Admit to yourself, don't take them back. And never be alone with them. If you can't trust yourself, don't put yourself in that situation and be alone with your children. And just don't take them back, period. They're better off without you. If they're going to end up dead, they're better off without you. You give them life, don't take their life. So guys, that's the update on Rachel Henry, the young mother who has just suffocated her 3 children to death. And thank you for stopping by, and don't forget to like and sub to my channel and press that notification bell so you can be notified on further events in the news, the missing, the lost, solved, unsolved, up-to-date cases. And I'll see you in the comments.